Hey, I think we're live. I think we're on here, friend. Let me make sure my Wi-Fi is going to hold up. It looks like we're going to hold up. Hopefully. Brittany Renee, you're watching. Hey, I'm glad. Hey, you're not here with me tonight. Makes it a little tougher, but I'm going to have to do it without you. So, hey, Richard Niece, Brittany Renee, thank you, kids. Derek Godwin, my best friend, David Latham. Hey, what a damn show y'all put on last Wednesday night. I really appreciate you, David Latham. Roll Tide, Daniel Nadu, Katina, how are you doing? I guess, I don't know if any of you people watch or see or if it pops up in your news feed about my day today. I'm sure it makes me look like a complete attention whore about today and something that I started out 5 years ago. Hey, Natalie Burt, my other best friends on here. 5 years ago, I remember telling my friend Joe Hafner in 3 years I was going to do 100 real estate transactions in a year. Took me 5 years. But I don't know if you've ever hey, I talked to your husband. Man, he's over in Houston, ready to come home. I don't know if you've ever set a goal that was so high that you didn't think you could hit it. And I can only think of one time that's happened for me, and that's this time. That's when I made the decision I'm going to hit 100 deals in a year. It was something at the time I didn't know how I was going to do it. I had a lot of doubt if I could do it because, again, I had such a track record of being very half-assed, not being as successful as I would like, and a lot of changes had to come to make that happen. Hey, Coach Burt, I'll be talking about you on here if you can stay on here before you get on that airplane. So anyway, today we hit the goal, and there was a lot of celebration around me. I had so many people that reached out to me when they found this out. So it was very, very, very special to me that I put a goal out there. As Coach Burt talks about a dominant focus, see, I didn't really have a goal. It was a dominant focus. It was something that everything that I did was built around me finally doing 100 transactions in a year. So today it happened. Today, I talked to Coach Burt early this morning. He told me, man, you need to enjoy this. First time I hit that big goal for him, he said, I didn't take time to enjoy it. And I enjoyed it today. I had a lot of people that were around me. So with that being said, there's a lot of people that I really want to thank, because as much as I show all this stuff about me, there's so much that goes into making this happen. And the most important person, hey, thank you, Danielle. This isn't, I'm not going to get on here and say God, that is the obvious most important thing. But for people, the most important part, my mom has been she's on my team. She's helped contribute to these 100 deals. She has helped me so much. She helps me the most whenever times suck. I think that's when you really, really need your mamas. So my mom has been very, very, very inspirational in my life. Everybody on my team, and again, if you're just joining in on here, I've had a lot of attention today about a big goal. My mom finally got on here. Mom, I've been talking about you. I love you. Thank you for everything that you do. But again, so much of the attention was on me today. I've kind of gotten into a whirlwind, and I think one of the traits that I've gotten to my mom is, I love the people around me. And Mama, that's something that I got from you. So there's probably been a lot of people that I have not acknowledged that helped me throughout. I'm just going to call it my turnaround, because me at 44 years old, I am a completely different person than I was really at 40 years old. And hey, Roy Frazier, thank you, man. A lot of hard work, a lot of strategy, but most importantly, good people help me, Roy. People like you. Our conversations that we have every single morning really help me think at a level that I need. Joe Hafner was the person I made this bold prediction to. I don't know if Joe ever gets on here, but Joe was he was very instrumental in my days. Ginger, I see you're on here. If you'd tell Joe that tomorrow. Joe Hafner was very, very, very inspirational in my early turnaround days when I was slowly turning around. Hey, Blake Finney, how you doing, friend? I was slowly turning my life around into a direction that I wanted to go, but I didn't have a social proof yet of those results. But Joe was really by me. So, Joe, thank you. Really want to thank everybody on my team. God, I mean, tonight, Lisa, Kathleen, Stephen, and I, we went to a closing. It was number 100. We did a FaceTime live. We made a huge production out of it, but we drove an hour to this closing. I mean, the closing was at 5:30 in Hendersonville. We drove from Murfreesboro, and I mean, it means so much to have those people. Swifty and Cousin Charlie couldn't make it because they were busy, but Lisa and Kathleen, I really want to, I don't know if they're on here. I think they're still at the office. I don't know if you've ever been around people that believe in you so much, and what an empowering feeling that. I mean, I might start crying thinking about this, so I feel like a little crybaby right now, but it means a lot to me that Lisa, Kathleen, Stephen, I mean, they didn't have to come up there. They didn't have to go above and beyond. They did not have to do what they did. And being an only child, it's easy for me to look past things like that, but I don't. But Lisa, Kathleen, Weatherman, I really, really, really appreciate how special you helped make this night, because I do have a great team. Sorry. They are phenomenal. They do a lot for me. They do a lot for other people, but it's such an empowering feeling to go to work every day with people that, I mean, I think we really, really care about each other at a deep level. So, thank you, kids. I'm gonna move on so I don't cry like a little girl. But Coach Burt, hey Tom Love, thank you much, man. I really appreciate it. Jason Daniels, hey, I wish I could spend more time with you, buddy. I love how you talk. I love how you speak. Coach Burt has been, him and John Jones, Joey Richardson, Tim Dutton, Ronnie Martin. I could probably go on, Tony Woodall. There's been some people in my life that, Scott Nagy, Adam Wright, my best friend. Hey, my real best friend. But these people have kind of helped hold me together, because I didn't get off to the same start a lot of my friends did. So they kind of helped hold me together from, hey, I didn't mean that, Natalie. You know what I meant. So there's so many friends out there, but Coach Burt was the person that, I don't know who I was saying this to today, but seeing the level that Michael works at, the commitment that he has, the way he attacks his business and the way he pursues excellence, it has rubbed off on me. And I don't know anybody that can really keep up with that little guy. But what he did is he inspired me to be the best that I could be. And I mean, I don't know how many conversations, because he's another one of my best friends. I mean, I was the best man at his wedding. I mean, we're very close. But having people in your life that, not that they're yelling at you, but there's a pushing that encourages you to strive to that next level. And that's why I needed Michael Burt in my life. That's why I brought him in and really wouldn't let him get out of my sight. Because again, I'm a very, very average student. I'm a very, very average performer. I mean, I've got a long track record of mediocrity. So honestly, I didn't know how to get to the next level. I didn't know what to do. It took these people that were constantly in my life that I'm saying they really, if you were drawing a coded diagram, they just kind of helped me get there. And, you know, I didn't mention Katrina Waldrop, who was the first person that I hired. She's moved on to do her own thing, but she was the first person that came into my life that really helped me started believing in myself. John Jones, I said this earlier today, you know, he's probably sick of seeing all that GTT shit that we've got everywhere in the office. I mean, I'm serious. It's been a circus everywhere we've gone today. But John Jones has given me a platform so that I could excel. Nobody could have given me what he has given me. So, really, Brittany Renee's probably about to get here, and I'm sure she's going to talk about my day. So it's going to probably be a shorter straight from the gut than usual. But the one thing I want to tell people is I don't know if I want to talk about a goal. I want to talk about a dominant focus. If you could just write down something that you want in your life. If you want something in your life that is completely far beyond what you're experiencing, it can be done. And if you make this decision, if you write this down, you don't have to know how to get there. You don't have to have all the answers. But if you write this down and you think about it, every decision I've made over the last 5 years was one day. I was going to say I've closed 100 transactions. And when I say A or I, it is a team. So I hate that I keep saying I, because that's not the truth. But I do get credit for it. But I couldn't do it without them. But back to my point. If you create a dominant focus, I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care, because I don't know, Mama, how long ago? It wasn't long ago. I had to move in with my mom because of how broke I was during the recession, 2009, 10. My mom had to bail me out. So think about how far my life has come in that amount of time. So these crazy ass dreams, these crazy ass goals that I had, people were looking at me thinking, dude, I mean, you're living with your mama, you're living in a bedroom at your mom's house, and we got bill collectors calling up here at all hours of the day. This was a guy saying, you know what, one day I'm going to do 100 deals. So think about how damn crazy that was during this time when I was saying, hey, that's what I'm going to do. People didn't believe me. I didn't really believe it myself, but I kept telling myself that. And then I got into Bert's coaching program, and the next thing you know, we're putting strategies in place. He was putting things in my mind that I didn't know, and you know, finally we got there. But the big one that kind of sealed the deal for me getting here is I kept coming up short these last few years. I mean, there'd be maybe 83 deals last year. We did 90. But when Brittany Renee was the rock in my life, that was kind of the tipping point for me to get here. Now, Brittany Renee, you can't get all the credit, but you definitely helped me excel when there's days I don't want to. You help push me. You listen to me when I come home and I complain, because pursuing something that you want so bad, a lot of days there's a lot of letdowns that I faced, and that's one of the things that I kept having to tell myself. You're just going to have to fight through this stuff. It's not going your way, but you're going to have to fight through it. If what you want is important enough, you'll find a way to figure this out. And having that rock in your life to talk to vent. I mean, every day she probably got tired of some of the things that I was complaining about, but she listened. She probably started bitching at me about, hey, you need to do something about this. But because of her, I got up, and the next day I went in there focused. So the Tommy without Brittany, I would probably be off track. I think I would still be doing better because I've made a commitment to myself. But a great partner can completely change the success that you're going to have. So I just wanted to get on here and think, because if anybody is seeing my feed, or if they get on my page, you see so many people that have made this day about me. So many people are making this happen, and they're sacrificing everything so I look good. And on the way home, me and the weatherman were driving back from Hendersonville, and I'm like, tonight I'm straight from the gut. I've got to acknowledge Kathleen, Lisa, and weatherman for driving. Mama, thank you. Hey, thank you for everybody. Hey, I feel like I'm winning an award. Hey, I've been up here crying on this, so. But that's all I really want to say. I mean, I really think everybody needs to come up with a dominant focus that they want in their life, and they really, really, really need to pursue it. You've got to think about it every day. And looking back at what my commitment was, here's what I'm going to say: it wasn't big enough. I'm looking back. There's a lot of things in the last few years that I did not do that I should have done that I'm more capable of. So I've got to raise the bar, and I love to come on here and share my story, because what it does is it challenges me. It keeps pushing me to reach to that level. So go big or go home. That's right. So, hey, everybody. Hey, our dog's trying to get out, Brittany Renee, whenever you get here. Just want to say thank you to everybody that gets on here and follows this. I love doing this. I hope one day, or I hope somehow people get something out of this. I feel like I'm a very open and transparent person that wants you to see my failures, and maybe I can show you some of my successes that I've had. Derek Godwin, when are we going to go shoot them guns? So, hey, it does not matter where you're at. I was living with my mama on Regency Park Drive a few years ago, and everybody laughed at me when I said, hey, one of these days I'm going to do 100 deals. And maybe I didn't believe it. Maybe I wasn't fully convinced. But today did 100 deals. So, hey, Brittany Renee's home. I really do appreciate everybody getting on here. Have a great weekend. See everybody soon.